When we speak about the supernatural, we are talking about a life that commands, sustains, manifests, and reveals tangible presence of God. So it's not just the direction of God, it's the presence of God. A man cannot say he walks in the supernatural if he is barren of divine presence. The proof that you have entered supernatural frequency is that when men come to you, they will sense God. They will know God is with you. Read your Bible. Hiddenistic people were the ones who recognized God's presence in God's people, amongst God's people. If you read about Joseph in Genesis 39 verse 1 to 5, the Bible said Potiphar realized that God was with Joseph. He knew. Joseph was not preaching in Potiphar's house. There was no record that Joseph came and started preaching about the God of the Hebrew. He wasn't even given that luxury. He was a slave, so he did what he was told. Nonetheless, the presence of God could not be hidden. The man said, no, God is with you. And on account of that, he gave him charge over all his house and over all his assets. Not because of skill, but because he saw God's presence. Laban said, I have come to understand by divination. Talking to Jacob, he said that the Lord is with you. When you find supernatural people, one of the scope, one of the characteristic, one of the tangible notice you will pick up is the presence of God. It's a latitude in supernatural operation. You can't say you are supernatural and the presence of God is barren. Check Moses' life. When they came out of Egypt, one of the things that stood out was the visible expression of the presence of God. The Bible said at night, the presence of God went before them as a pillar of fire, and in the day, it went before them as a pillar of smoke. They carried something tangible. The nation saw it and they dreaded. So much so that when they are approaching a kingdom, the kingdom begins to panic. If they choose not to relate with us, we are finished. Now, these are a people that were in captivity for over 400 years. No military training, no economic structure, yet they were a dread to the nation because they carried the presence of God. And under that ambience, we saw supernatural manifestations. The Bible said their shoes grew with them. The Bible said their clothes did not wax old. The Bible said he rebuked kings for their sakes. Everywhere they went, they took over. So the presence of God is the token of the supernatural. The direction of God is the token of the supernatural. So anybody who carries the supernatural, you must find these tokens.